Carmichael Hunt, he was talked about in January, February and March. Now he's just playing every weekend for the Gold Coast. This was in France earlier in the year. Swiss, big sponsor of his, just relaunching their TVC. And yesterday afternoon at the Cattery, he was outstanding. Took a heap of those, not quite over the Eiffel Tower yesterday, but over a couple of Geelong seconds. And he's going to have to bounce in a minute or he's going to get pinged for holding the ball. It's just something that we're going to have to teach you as you go. Bounce, Carmichael, bounce. The official vitamin of the AFL. Great to have Carmichael here as a result of the Swiss team. Carmichael, fantastic to have you on game day.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Tell me, that must have been a bit of fun just running around. You were playing over there at the time in the Union and the Swiss guys sent some cameras over. Poor old Tommy Harley had to do his in the studio.
Yeah, I know. They sent a camera crew over. Luckily enough, got to film in Paris, so, we had a wonderful time there. The weather wasn't, too warm, so it was a long day, but, I had a great time.
Now, we're not going to let you get away without seeing the bloopers, because what we saw then was just running. Anyone can do that. These are the bloopers out of the Swiss ads.
Swiss products in any... Now, my favourite products in store.
That cameraman's still in hospital out of the bullet you put into him. Talk about the Gold Coast. Gold Coast Suns, we know now. The new song is out, the new jersey. Big launch last week. Could have sold it out 3 or 4 times, I hear. Yeah, we could have, but the room wasn't big enough. But the night unfolded just as we planned. The name, the jersey got a great reception. So, it was a good start, I guess, to our branding up there. Well, the Tigers, we still reckon's got the best song. Here is what you'll be hearing over the years ahead. You got it on the iPod yet?
No, I haven't.
Tell me, when were you first approached and by who to come and play AFL?
My manager was approached by the AFL. I'm not too sure if it was Dave Matthews or who it was, but the offer got put, not the offer, but the interest got put through him, filtered down through me, and, we went from there. So.
And how long did it take you to make the decision to leave the NRL, the Union at the time?
Probably about 6 months, I think. I got approached quite early in the year, and I didn't make my decision until after the Origin period. So I think that would have been about 6 to 7 months.
Carmichael, when you signed, did you actually inquire from the AFL and the club who else they had signed for next year? No, not at all. No, I was just purely focused on what I wanted to do, and my whole thought process was based around a different challenge. Obviously, trying to help a new Queensland franchise succeed, and being close to home, being a Brizzy boy and being close to home was obviously an important factor for me as well. So I didn't really go through too much investigating and asking who they were going to get or what was going to happen. So.
Did you expect the media? Did you expect the publicity to the extent that it has actually got to?
I knew it was going to be a story, but I didn't know it was going to be that big. So I don't think anyone could have prepared for that.
You talk about a challenge. How have you found a game where you need to be aware with 360 degrees? You've played in the forward line, you've played in the back line. Is it easier down back?
Well, I feel more comfortable down back. My role in rugby league was a fullback, and
looks like you've played 200 games the way he's running around there.
Have you dropped weight off your thighs? Did you ring Mark Risciuto and say, "Hey, Roo, how do you get them off the thighs?"
No, I have. Naturally, the weight's fallen off. Well, I come back at 96 kilo, and I'm about 92.5 now. So, dropped a fair bit of weight over the last 6 weeks, which is pleasing.
Is that just through different weight program?
Just through, I guess, a lack of a weight program, but also the amount of running that we're doing in training and during the games is just a lot more than I'm used to.
Your old man started playing the AFL so he can understand it better and help you. Is there a player you're modelling yourself on?
No one in particular. I enjoy watching all types of players, and I guess for me to be that player that I want to be, taking bits and pieces from different people is how I've always approached that. So, whether it be something special that Gary Ablett does or, Buddy Franklin.
You're looking forward to playing with Gary next year?
Oh, is he coming, is he? Geez, it'd be nice, but I'm not
he was going to come, but there's no more money left. I want to ask you about Nathan Ablett, seriously. So when you look at a Nathan Ablett or look at some of your teammates, Carmichael, do you say to yourself, he's a good player, he has to maybe improve a bit. You played with Nathan yesterday. Do you think he will be playing with Gold Coast next year?
I think he's going to be there next year. He's definitely a good man to have around the club with his experience in AFL footy, and I know a lot of the boys look up to him. So,
well, what's been the hardest thing? Is it the actual game itself? Is it the culture? Is it understanding the history of the game? What have you found most difficult?
It's all been difficult, but I've got a wonderful coaching staff up there and players that are willing to help me out. So, each game or each week that passes by, I'm feeling more comfortable on the field and off the field. So, I'm just looking forward to continuing on in a positive slant, and hopefully next year, debuting for the Gold Coast.
Ox is going to ask you some quick hands, but before he does, do you speak to Israel Folau?
I've spoken to him a few times. He came around the night before he made his decision. I thought he was going to ask a bit of advice on what I thought would, be a good move, but he came around saying that he was going to make the switch. So, good luck to him. He's a wonderful talent, and I'm sure he'll be successful at it.
Quick hands. Have you seen the quick hand segment? Obviously, you watch his show each week, yeah. So what we do is we ask you a quick question and just one answer, or just your favourite line of the club song.
We are the Gold Coast Suns.
Can you sing it?
No, I can't. I don't want to embarrass myself. I've got to do a bit more practice.
Now, we're pretty proud of the AFL. What about bench press? What do you bench?
Bench press, I think my max is about 125. So
leg press?
Leg press. I haven't done leg press in a while. Maybe 160. I don't know, a bit higher.
Your dog's called Buddha. Why?
He's got a big belly and likes to be rubbed.
Really? A bit like Robbo. Which player's been given the best nickname at the Gold Coast?
Oh, there's a lot of good nicknames up there, but I won't say why.
Fair enough.
Keep it in-house.
Carmichael, thank you for coming on. Great to have you on, and good luck next year.
My pleasure.
Carmichael Hunt for the first time on game day. Ross Lyon, not so far away. Stay with us.
Paul in Iceland scores a late winner. What follows has been called one of the greatest goal celebrations of all time.